Police are looking into other options when it comes to responding to alarms at homes and businesses. They say they're spending a lot of time on these calls, and most of the time, it's a waste of time. News 13's Fernando Lopez explains.
With APD short-staffed, time is precious, but right now something is taking up a lot of it.
We do spend an incredible amount of time responding to these alarms.
APD says a study released in June shows they responded to 22,000 burglar alarms over a year span, from 2014 to 2015. The estimated time to respond to all of them is about equal to 13 full-time officers. The problem? Most of these calls are false alarms.
Usually pretty constant with false alarms. We see thousands of them a year.
Oftentimes, alarms are activated by pets or balloons or falling objects. The city does have a program to reduce the amount of money and resources wasted on false alarm calls around the city. They require people to register their alarms for $25 a year. They start fining after the third false alarm in a given year. That fine is $150 every time. But even that's not enough.
That's what we're constantly looking into. Some of those calls can hold for 2 to 3 hours. We will respond to them at this point, but they do take resource hours, man hours responding to these alarms.
At least one of the community policing councils have recommended officers stop responding to these alarms and leave it up to private alarm companies to verify an intrusion first. The department says they're now looking into other options.
But we may be able to relocate or allocate our resources a little bit better in the future. That's going to be a public thing. If the public agrees that we should stop responding to these alarms because there's private companies responding to them, then we'll readjust our strategy.
Fernando Lopez, KRQE News 13.
Other cities across the country who've implemented a verified response policy, only responding to verified alarms, have seen dramatic change. Milwaukee saw their annual alarm calls drop from 30,000 to just 620 in 2012.